Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that you're going to be hiking. One of my goals in my 40s is to hike a 14er. So if any of you are willing to do this with me, I recognize there will be a lot of self-deprecating jokes along the way, but if you are extremely patient, please come find me afterwards. No shit. And I would like to hike with you very slowly. Okay. So the next speaker is Chris Terry, and he's awesome. We've bonded on the Twitter. Now, his go-to karaoke song is The Man of Constant Sorrow from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, which is awesome, and I've never heard on karaoke. So, Chris, that's going to happen soon. He indicated, is a hot dog a sandwich? He offered a website address because he's one of those guys. He said a hot dog is a taco. More importantly, Pop-Tarts are ravioli and everyone can fight me. The best, I don't know, I didn't realize this was going to be such a hot topic. The best Wi-Fi name he's ever seen. I've seen so many good ones, I can't choose. But my Wi-Fi password is the lyrics to the Bill Nye the Science Guy theme song. And I really think that tells you more than enough about Chris Terry. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'd like to talk to you tonight about my wonderful cat, Myra. Oh, shit. Actually, no, the cat convention was last week. All right, can we reset the slides, maybe? Okay, let's just try this again. So, imposter syndrome is, well, syndrome's a bit of a misnomer. It happened again, and, all right, I'm wearing pants, so this is not a nightmare. Okay, one more try. Take 3. Here we go. Okay. So, self-doubt is important in healthy amounts. It can prevent you from making too many mistakes, keep you from being overconfident. But the problem is when that gets out of hand, that turns into imposter syndrome. So I've got a few quick questions for you. Show of hands. How many of you got told that in order to succeed, you needed to, go to college, climb the corporate ladder, maybe die before you paid off your student loans, probably? All right, so how many of you are on your second or third career? And this is not a CrossFit class, but how many of you still hear that, though? Obviously, your brain is not as good at letting go as Rose is, but, very timely jokes here. So, Google Translate is not really a fun way to get your life advice, right? It doesn't really fit, but, I get it. I'm a tech guy, and that was not my first career. I actually used to be a musician, a Marine musician, no less. I'm a big heavy metal fan. But, yeah, it doesn't fit me anymore, right? So, it makes sense, right? You can be whatever you want, even the science dog. And, sometimes it just, it catches up with you, right? So, excuse me. Yeah. That's where I get stuck. Anyway, imposter syndrome is when that all gets out of hand and you're like, oh shit, I don't know what I'm doing. How the hell do I get out of this? And I hope nobody sees me before I manage to figure out what the hell I'm doing. I have spent a lot of time figuring out ways to deal with that. First one, find some mentors. Could be a boss, it could be an industry luminary or some weird old guy that lives in a swamp somewhere. They don't have to be experts, but somebody who's been around the block that can, guide you a little bit. The thing is, though, they're not you, so make sure you find your own place in the world. The rumors are true when you go your own way. It makes it a little bit easier to not try to compare yourself too much with other people. Yeah, I've got puns for every age group here. Yeah, so if you do find other people that are going on your same path, maybe try forming a team with them. You get your mutual cheering section, right? It helps to share some of your vulnerabilities and all that sort of stuff. It makes it a little easier to deal with the difficult stuff. But make sure that when you egg each other on, it's a little less hold my beer and a little more like strive for excellence, ethics, quality standards, all that jazz, right? You'd probably be better off for it that way. One of my favorite new ones is try being a mentor yourself. That one's a little bit harder, but it's kind of nice to be the smart one in the group, right? And you're also doing some actual tangible good in the world. That's not too bad, right? But that's all external stuff. Let's talk a little bit about internal. You can try saying it out loud. That's going to depend a little bit on, prejudice and bias as far as whether or not that's going to work. But as a white guy, it works great. And, it's great to have a little bit of vulnerability there. Makes it a little easier. Try reframing it a little bit. So you've probably told yourself a lot that you're like, oh shit, I don't know what I'm doing, and it's only a matter of time before I get found out. But on the other hand, you have been succeeding this whole time. Respect your fans a little bit. So the people that love you and trust you and know you, they do that not because they're too stupid to see through the fraud. They do see through you, and what they see is good shit. So, respect that, right? Another option, chain it up in the garage and play video games with it. You can't really get rid of it, kind of like Ali was saying the other day, or earlier today, whatever. It helps a little bit to minimize it and, keep it controlled, right? The other thing, too, is that because you can't really get rid of it, you're not always going to be ready to make the jump that you need to. And it sucks, but you have to do it anyway, so just go. You can use that leftover, self-doubt and stuff to keep control of things and maybe wrangle it in a little bit. Because that's the main thing. You belong here. There's a seat at the table with your name on it. And you're not always going to feel good, but you're not the imposter that you think you are. Thank you.
That's really good. I'm hugging you. He's like, oh, we're hugging. Okay. I believe that Chris actually wound up speaking with Ignite Denver on a dare from Terry Cabine, just so you know. Yeah, right. That's pretty fantastic. Also, points go out to Mel Torgeson and Dave Maynard for being the only people that have used hashtag Ignite Denver so far. Gauntlet thrown.